Hello dear students, welcome back to the science class. In our last classes we have studied about the importance of air and we have studied it's an important life support. So today we are going to study more about the air, that is the main properties of air. So the studying of these properties of air, they help us to make us understand more about the air. So we will study about the properties by doing some experiments so that it will be very easy for you to understand. First one, the air, it occupies some space. Okay, like all other solid, liquid, etc. Of course, you know the solid, when it is kept somewhere, it of course occupies some space. Like this, the liquid, when it is kept in a container, it also occupies some space. And air, it also it's a gas and it also occupies some space, or it takes some space. I have a container that is having some water and an empty glass. Empty means it is having the air inside it. So now you can see I am just keeping this glass straight into this container. I hope you are able to see. And what happens? I am keeping and finally keeping this glass till the bottom of the container. But no water is entering inside the glass. If you are not able to see it clearly, just try this small experiment at the home. Okay. So even if you are keeping this glass even deep inside the container, no water is entering into the glass. Why it is so? There is already air present inside the glass, and the air is occupying some space inside the glass and it is not allowing water to enter inside the glass. But again I am repeating the same thing by now keeping the glass not straight but now in a tilted position. So what happens? Air slowly starts to escape in the form of bubbles and you can see the water is starting to enter the glass. So of course by this small experiment you can say the air is occupying some space. And again there is a simple and small experiment to prove the same thing. When you are blowing up a balloon, the balloon is becoming big in size. Why it is so? The air is occupying some space inside the balloon. So it's again a small simple experiment to show the air is occupying some space or air is taking up some space. So please always remember first an important property of air, that is air occupies some space or air takes up some space. Now we are going to study about second property of the air, and that is the air is having some weight. Of course, you know some hard object, of course they are having the weight and you experience it. But this air or the gas, they are also having some weight, but it is in less amount. So let us do a simple experiment to show that the air is having some weight. So now I am having two balloons with me, almost of equal size. I have blown out two balloons and I have tied both of them at the two end of this tip, and now it's almost balanced. That means both the side is having same weight. That's why it is balanced. If one of the place is having, for example, this is having more weight, it would have gone down. So we can say now it's almost balanced. It is almost having equal weight. So now what you have to do? Just blow out this balloon. Then you can see that the other side, which has air filled balloon, is going down. That means this side is having more weight now compared to the other side. So you can easily prove that, or you can easily say that the air is having some weight. That's why the balloon is going down. So we have now studied about the second property of the air, that is the air has weight. Now we are going to study about the next property of air, that is air, it exerts pressure. Okay, you can just understand it easily. If you have a syringe at the home, you can just take it and without filling anything, that is without filling any liquid, if you just press the syringe, you can see the air is pushed outward. And now just again try this by closing the hole of this syringe. Then what happens? You are not able to press it. Even if you press this little, what happens? It stops after some time. And now just move this hand and you can see the syringe is automatically, the nostril of the syringe is coming back. That is, the air is exerting some pressure back. If you are exerting pressure in this direction, of course now the air will push it backward. So you can easily say the air is exerting some pressure. First, air exert pressure in upward direction. So let us do a small experiment to prove it. So take some water in a glass and I have here a small piece of paper. Now what you have to do? Just cover it with this paper and now turn the glass upside down. And I am keeping my hand here. Now slowly remove the hand and you can see the water is inside the glass and the paper is stick into the glass and the paper is not falling down because the air is exerting pressure from different direction towards upward direction. Okay, that's why the paper is hold together with the glass because the air from different direction exerts pressure towards the upward direction. So with this simple experiment you can show that the air it exerts pressure in upward direction. If I move this, of course the water will fall down. Okay, so this is a simple experiment to show that the air is exerting pressure in the upward direction. You can try this too at your home. Then now to the next property, that is air is exerting pressure in the downward direction. So this is a water bottle that is filled with water and I have made a small hole at the end of this, at the bottom of this water bottle. But the water is not flowing out of it. But what happens if I slowly open this water bottle, open the top of this water bottle, the water will start flowing and you can see the water is coming in. Why it is so? When it is closed, no air is entering into this water bottle and when I open this, what happens? The air enters into it and the air exerts a downward pressure. Downward pressure, that's why the water is going out through the hole. So again with the simple experiment you can show that or you can say that the air is exerting pressure downward direction. Okay. So the last one is the air is exerting pressure in all directions and you can easily understand it. If you just fill up a balloon, you can see the balloon is expanding in all directions, isn't it? Not only in a single direction, it is expanding in all directions. And if you again keep this balloon inside a container, you can see that the balloon it is exerting pressure in all the direction of the container and you can easily lift this container using this balloon. Okay, so with this simple experiment you can show that the air it exerts pressure in all the different directions. So these are the different properties of the air. First one is the air it takes up some space. Then second, the air has weight. Third, the air exerts pressure in upward direction. Fourth, the air exerts pressure in downward direction. Finally, air exerts pressure in all directions. So these are the important properties of air. So please try these experiments in your home and make sure that these are the properties of the air. So thank you all and we will meet again in our next class.